Thank you all for making the effort to be here, either in person or online. On February 22nd, that's 2/22/22, a unique date for a paraprostokian man. It means a lot to me and my family that so many people showed up to honor my dad. And I hope you all plan on joining us at New Albany Country Club for what Dad called the party. There we will be presenting time, a microphone, and bourbon old fashions to help anyone who would like to share stories about my dad and his ostrobogulus ways. Before I begin, I want to make sure that everyone has a program. Well, these are problems you're going to have to fix. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Clay. Inside are three things that were near and dear to my father's heart. The first is a Spotify playlist of some of his favorite music, which we have spent 15 years curating. He's a bit of a planner, if you haven't noticed. The other is his bourbon old-fashioned recipe, though I should warn you that imbibing copious amounts of bourbon can lead to pontificating about the state of America deep into the night. And on the back, a glossary of my logodidalian father's sesquipedalian words. Which leads to the main event, my father's eulogy. In classic dad fashion, if someone was going to give his eulogy, he was going to write it. So, my father and I worked together to pen the piece that you're about to see that was to be presented at his funeral by me as him. Near the end, we had a blast, batting ideas back and forth for him to give at his own funeral. And so now I, John Oliver Huston IV, present the final words of John Oliver Huston III as John Oliver Huston III. Give me just a moment. Good evening, everyone. If you don't know me, then why are you here? It's ostrobogulus. I'm John Huston, and I have recently passed from non-COVID comorbidities. The first of which was logophilia, which I first contracted in Mrs. Campbell's English class. After this brief presentation, feel free to come up and say hello, though unfortunately at this time I will not be signing autographs. I loved banking. And I could always find a major client who needed my in-person financial engineering every time my younger child Jay needed discipline or behavior modification. And when I stumbled in the door after a long week on the road, dispensing my financial apodicticity, Lizzie never expected much from me after my initial swan dive into a bourbon old-fashioned. I would like to thank my lovely wife, Lizzie, who not only allowed me to engage in hypergamy, but also tolerated my tenditious personality, my selfish assiduity, and my sesquipedalian ways, which is why she is such a bellabone. By the way, there is a glossary on the back of your handouts. You may want to refer to it. To my family, I say, I'm proud of you. That should suffice. Where most people would use this opportunity to rehash their accomplishments, of which I've had very few, I won't, because those who swim in the sea of sameness usually drown. Instead, I will discuss what I'm most proud of, the things I did not do. 1, I never traded in my leather briefcase for a backpack. 2, I never, ever, even contemplated having a man bun. And 3, since retiring, well, the first time, I never read fiction. Other than financial projections. I have been called many things. Quomodo cumquiser. Altiloquent. Sedulous. Accretive. And zetetic. Again, glossary. But I believe I can sum up my life as I have done a remarkable job leading an unremarkable life. Oh, that's time. I hope you all will join my family at New Albany Country Club, where all of you, my synaculous friends and family, can engage in compotation and tripudiation until you feel crapulous. Glossary. I thank you all for attending my funeral, and I hope you'll understand if I don't attend yours. Thank you.